Now to the sad news, and the death toll from the raging floods has now hit 120. The government says Tana River, Wajir, Garissa and Mandera counties are the worst hit, while Isiolo, Kwale, Homa Bay, Makueni, Tharaka Nithi, Lamu, Taita Taveta, Meru and Kisumu counties are on high alert. 89,000 households have been displaced and are being hosted in 112 camps in affected counties. And as Martin Mwangi now reports, an El Nino Emergency and Disaster Response Command Center has been set up at Nyayo House.
Heavy rains continue to pound various parts of the country where deaths, displacement and destruction have been recorded. The death toll continues to rise.
From October to date, 120 people have unfortunately died, and their families have been duly informed. 9 bodies were retrieved from Mombasa, while 4 were retrieved from Lake Victoria.
4 counties, Tana River, Garissa, Wajir and Mandera, have been identified as the hardest hit. 9 other counties, Isiolo, Kwale, Homa Bay, Makueni, Tharaka Nithi, Lamu, Taita Taveta, Meru and Kisumu have been put on high alert, while 89,000 families have been displaced and are currently being hosted in 112 camps.
Through our search and rescue efforts, over 2,000 people have been assisted and are undergoing medical checkups at the camps that have been set up. The government has similarly distributed food, water and non-food items to a number of counties, including Busia, Marsabit, Isiolo, Mandera, Garissa, Tana River, Lamu, Kitui, Kwale and Mombasa.
The government says it's carrying out an assessment to determine the cost of damage caused on some roads in order to make plans for restoration.
I want to put all our drivers on notice that should we find you, even after you've crossed the dangerously flooded river, we will still carry out punishment in terms of cancellation of the licenses, and you can also be charged for attempted suicide.
All major dams are being monitored, with Kiambere Dam at the risk of overflowing. An Emergency and Disaster Response Command Center has been established at Nyayo House to give early warnings, mobilize capacity for response and liaise with county governments. Several people have lost their lives while trying to cross rivers. Deputy President Gachagua is blaming Kenyans for negligence and has called on Kenyans to exercise caution.
37 of them is by drowning, not floods getting you to your house, by you going to where the floods are, and daring nature. Kenyans are crossing rivers when they can see the waters are menacing and they are rough. And they still insist that they are in a hurry to go somewhere, and they never reach there.
The government says additional support has been sought from World Food Programme and Red Cross. Martin Mwangi, NTV.
Azimio leader Raila Odinga